Greetings and welcome back to Star Sector, the UAF run. Let's see, where was I? Do I have any accepted quests? No. Oh right, I had just looked at these and there wasn't much going on. So what we're going to do is head back to our home system, our faction's home system, and see if there are more quests. Hey, Invasion of Kazaron failed. Good. Galaxy remains oh god, I'm sorry. Yeah, we've been caught. So either turn on your transponder or run. And honestly, if we turn it on, they shut down comms and power up combat systems. You know? Oh, they assume a neutral posture. So they'll let us go, but they just assume that we're hostile, being in their space. We're just gonna run past them. Fuck them. What happened here? Ankria Orbital Facility. What? Oh, we're in Galatia. Right. I thought we were somewhere else for a second. I was like, that's normally abandoned, but no, this is not Corvus. This is Galatia that we were in. Okay. We don't have anything to drop off or do in Favonius. We did that, I think, last episode. So we will go straight over to Aoi. And we'll check in with our contact there first. It would be good to move that along. We need, I think, a minimum of 4 more points of reputation to be able to do anything interesting, to unlock the next step. It is a long chain, a long grind compared to playing any other faction. And I will leave it as an exercise to other players to decide whether it's worth it. I have done it before, and I'll do it one more time, basically for the camera, and because I don't really enjoy, I mean, I haven't played the super capital ships too much, but I do enjoy just the regular capital ships you can buy. But I figured if I was going to do that again, I might as well play, oh, here we go. We didn't even need 30 rep. We can request access to Stjarna. You only recently being an ally, oh. However, you're useful. Aha, granted. Okay. Good. So we have recommendations to 2 more NPCs we can talk to. So that resolves that. We never need to talk to Nia again. Unmark her from priority. But yeah, I really enjoy most of what the faction has to offer. I'm still not sold on the super caps in their current iteration. But we'll get them. We'll play them a little more and see how. Oh, I just saw. So that fuel is at a deficit for some reason. A missed shipment or something. So let's see about the other planet. Also at a deficit. Okay. Well, the good news is we're not forced to refuel here. We don't really have like capital ship money, so we're just going to go over to Stjarna. Stjarna? How do they name these things? We're going to go to Stjarna and touch bases with the other 2 contacts and see if they have any interesting missions and if they have cheaper fuel. And hey, our planet has finished farming. So it is now making nothing. Oh, the income multiplier goes down with monastic order. Okay. And of course, we are suffering from a lack of drugs. Desired smuggling volume. So we could turn it into a free port, which would fix the drug problem. Reduce our stability a little. It would solve our shortages. I think we'll do that. Just to have it done and to fix things up. So first contact, go to Hemfiet here, is Inari, who kind of runs the ore and like fuel processing stuff. And yes, has animal ears. Ignore that. We are, yeah, main providers of fuel for the Federation and a military garrison for this system. So all of that. So we get her as a contact, so you can't do anything with this menu until you go to the other menu and develop her as a contact right there. Then you can see if she has quests. Ah, finally, bounty docket. That's really far away. And that's also not a lot of enemies. What does the harder bounty look like? Oh, much harder. 2 cruisers. We will take the average one. And that'll be our first thing we do. And see here, fuel is dirt cheap. 17 compared to the base price of 25. So we take that. Before we leave, we're also going to go to Nur, which has my favorite of the NPCs of the faction that have lots of dialogue. So this is Alexandra Yamato, who runs basically all of the mining operations. So you show up and she's immediately like, hey, you need to do some mining, even though that's obviously not what we're here for. So, potential contact. And we need to go, of course, back out to the menu. Go over here, hit the develop button, bam. And, oh yes, we could bring them bundles of snacks. That would also improve things. Again, we're doing the reputation grind. So the nice thing about Yamato, other than her well-written dialogue, and her hair, spear, stick, whatever those are called, is that she's an underworld-type contact, so she will ask you to do smuggling. 93 units of drugs moved to Eventide, which is a very big world in a very busy station, a very busy system, so no. She will buy a ship from us. Sure, she can have the destroyer I've been driving. That's a lot of money. And then there's secret package deliveries, which are one of my favorite mission types. Basically, you have to go take a thing to a drop point, and it will usually spawn an enemy fleet, which you can avoid or simply fight and kill if you are capable enough. So the ship we sold for 123, there's another one for sale for 68k, which we may just grab. No, I also kind of didn't enjoy, it was very slow. Very slow. Maybe we can get something faster. Its speed is 105, so something like the 150 range would be ideal. So we'll take a Nokia. We already had one of, but we'll keep our ship numbers about right. I think we'll take the assault fit for whatever that gives us. Oh, okay, it does give you 1 piece of point defense, so main cannon, 2 torpedoes. Are there? Yeah, you could have used better missiles than these. Pull those off, and we will replace them with these disruptive missiles. So the nice thing about the UAF missiles is they actually they don't have limited ammo. They're basically very slow-firing guns that follow all the rules of missiles, which makes them very balanced. Yes, balanced. Not balanced at all. Because missiles are normally balanced around the fact that their ammunition is limited, but here, no. And these are basically just better salamanders. They home around behind the enemy, and they will attempt to disable engines and other modules, basically doing EMP damage. So we have that. Go to the bar, just to see if anything is interesting. What kind of opportunity? No, that's nothing good. Okay. So we could actually use a bit more supplies. 27, put a 0 on it, so 540 would be ideal, so we'll buy 125. And that leaves us in a good position to go on our little adventure. Oh, we are now hostile to Hazard Mining Incorporated. Okay then. So we're now basically hostile to, or hostile to suspicious to everyone except the Independents and Exotech. This is not going great. It would be nice to oh no. Zerva the Spirit Fox has died. But I have food. Why? Sadness. Oh, was it on the ship that I sold? That's probably what happened. That's my assumption. I think I did put it on that ship because that was the one I was personally flying at the time, and Spirit Fox sounded cool. But so be it. Okay, so we've taken the gate over to Zagan, and that will give us the distance to... Oh, right, there are two quests, both in opposite directions. Who do I like more? Obviously, the answer would be Yamato, so we're going to go try and do her quest very fast. And if we encounter the fleet and we have more ships than them, we'll fight them. If not, we'll burn a story point and run, because we're on a tight schedule to do both these quests. Just pausing to make sure I actually unmuted myself before hitting record, because that would be horribly embarrassing. And we would lose a chunk of the Let's Play, and that would be sad. And I did go and look. The UAF, the mod, actually has a new version that was posted in October. This is not that version of... this is the version from, like, February or March 2024, so we don't actually have all of the latest features and stuff, but that's okay. Because it's usually not safe to update a mod mid-playthrough, so we will play this one, and I'll update to the new version later, maybe when the base game updates and breaks all the mods again. I'm pretty happy with the state of things, such as it is. Okay, no interesting news scrolling by. So we've successfully done the drop, and if there was a fleet that was detached to look for us, they did not find us. So it's basically just free money for flying around, which is pretty great at this stage of the game. On the note of protecting our investments here, we have our station going up, but it would probably also be wise to build... Where is... Can I not build a patrol HQ? Oh, I don't have the money. I need 300,000. So patrol HQ will give me a little patrol of ships in that system that'll fly around and fight pirates. Kind of important to have that when you're living out on the fringe on a single unprotected farming world. Maybe a little important. No, slipstream. You'll just bump across like that. So this last mission, that's probably a super easy combat. Oh, we have made peace. Or no. Some of our enemies have made peace with each other. Unfortunate. Oh, so we popped in and immediately our bounty is upon us because there's literally nothing else here. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Submit, repent, and your sinful technologies will be smashed. Resist, and only God's holy vacuum will show you mercy. Nah. Yep. Well, you know what? I have 3 times as many ships as you, so, let's talk about it. Okay, this is a bit faster. I wish it were even faster, or longer ranged, but it's not. What we do need to do is just murder our target. So we'll just put a kill order on him. Our ships will basically ignore other targets to beeline toward that one, which is also what we'll be doing. Just gonna charge in, because this is a Buffalo. It's basically unarmored, designed to be a support vessel, Not a good choice for a flagship for a would-be little blood path guy. And we're going to prove that to him by blowing him up and all of his friends. And since we are in such overwhelming numbers here, we will trigger the full assault option. And just let our ships take all the risks and blow up all the dudes. This is pretty in and out. Maybe I could have tried the harder mission. But we are an Iron Man, so might as well play it safe. Okay, that's that one down. One more ship left up there. Myself on autopilot for a second and watch our ships work. Okay, I think that they will be able to kill him without our intervention. Yeah, okay. So that's flawless victory. Everything else stomped. Do I want any of these? No. Alright, a little bit of loot. Ooh, and a level up. See, when you do combat, you'll level up fast. Alright, and that's a good 84k money. We need to put in somewhere. An independent world would be ideal. We'll go back towards Zagan, because we can actually just zip back through the gate. Make sure there are no interesting bounties that we could chase. I'm not confident in either of those. Are there any exploration missions up here? No, not really. Some of these I'm not too worried about doing. Basically, the only one I would care about is the ruins here. Keep that in the tab, delete everything else. Alright, and we should spend our level up. That might be important. And I think I already discussed this, but I have all of these other skills as well to choose from. So it's kind of hard picks. Because I would like automated ships. I would like either hull restoration or derelict operations because they're really good, especially the earlier you get them. And then if I get both of those, that leaves me like 5 points to play with in all the other stuff. Of course, I can always reassign things if I change my mind, but I think I'll take the personal weapon bonus. Mainly the 15% bonus range on ballistic and energy weapons. Pretty handy. I'm gonna try and cross the stream here. There we go. There are some specific things in the technology line that I like. Mainly this one, because all combat ships get 10% bonus flux stats. And this one, which lets me capture objectives in large battles faster. I will sometimes go for those even when I'm not aiming for the capstone abilities at the end. So that's just kind of where I'm at thought process-wise there. Personal bounty, Mercury Bush. Oh, wait. I just remembered. I never assigned that other officer to a ship. I have him. I'm paying him. Might as well do something for me. So, hopefully the Persian League, they're only suspicious of us, so they shouldn't cause us too much trouble for flying past their planet here. Yeah, all is well. And we do have that 300k. So I could build that patrol HQ. Could. Choices, choices. I think I will, just because I'm going to want it later. So might as well get it over with. Okay, and there is something else I remembered that I wanted to do. Okay, that's friendly. Good. Oh, there's been a weapon cache floating by this gate the whole time. I probably should have grabbed that earlier. Take all of that. Okie dokie. we need to go primarily to our outpost. Pick up a few things, drop off a few things, and do one last little task for this episode. So, and that task is we are going to deliver an orbital heat lamp to our good friend Jorian Kanta. Drop off all the weapons. Keep everything else kind of out. So we'll take those supplies. They're not doing us any favors, just sitting in here, you know. And we do still have that there. And I think to do this, we actually don't need to bring... but if I leave the ships here, I'm going to have to come back to pick them up, and that could be obnoxious. So, oh wait, the heat lamp. Can't leave without the lamp. So, take this lamp. There we are. And we're back to the gate. Ouch. Hit a rock. So, what does giving Kanta... oh, and for those that don't know, Kanta is basically the queen of the pirates, as it were, or the main pirate lord. We will try the Canaan Gate. So, in order to avoid having pirates prey on your system, so we don't have enough fuel to actually go anywhere else. Okay. That's kind of a problem. How are we with Tritac? Hostile. So we need to go to the Luddic Church world. Hope that they will sell us fuel instead of blowing us up. I have made a miscalculation. We need fuel. We may ourselves have to turn pirate. Turn off your transponder. Well, that's just a convoy, so they're probably not going to bother us. Drop off the stuff we don't need. Pick up the... oh, they have an animal market here. We just can't access it because we're a criminal in the eyes of the church. Well, we're going to take all that fuel. Oh, there's an Invictus on the black market. It's a very big boy ship. We could not operate this right now. We don't have the money, but it would be very funny to get one so early. I've never seen that before. Specifically this capital ship show up in the black market. So that's new to me. Okay, let's get out of here before we get caught for having the transponder off. This should give us enough gas to get to Magic. Yeah. And there's also a gate in the Mag-X system that we can use to go back to safety, which we'll get to. But first, the other thing about this area is because it's just pirates and like one gas station, we can run with the transponder off and no one will bother us. Slow down to go through the minefield safely. Click on Jorian. I want an audience that concerns my colonies. He charges me 10k for administrative expenses. It's piracy. We hand it over. Your boss already gave me the go-ahead. Dock at the den. Walk past the pirates. Keep walking, keep walking. And a synthesized voice booms from the throne. Submit before Kanta. We stand. A stander, we like you. A hedgie would kneel in the mud because all they know is following and groveling. You stand like a spacer. Kanta will hear you. And she's like a 200-year-old, like, cyber robot. Basically the Emperor from Warhammer if she were a pirate held together by chewing gum and glue. So... and I don't like Sidonia. I'm not reading his dialogue. He's a jerk. So, basically we're going to bribe Kanta so that the pirates will never interfere with our colonies again. And we're going to offer her the orbital fusion lamp. I will read Sidonia's dialogue here, though. What, Sidonia's lip curls into a sneer, would the mighty warlord do with... There's a heavy clank. All turn to find that Kanta is standing, trailing trophies and tubes. We accept, her voice coder blasts, the voice inhuman. Vacuum and fire shall greet those prisoners I wish to dispose. The pirates of the court cheer to this, stomping their feet and slamming weapon stocks into the deck plates. So she takes the heat lamp from us, not for its economic value, but purely to throw prisoners into, because it's basically a giant magnifying glass, I think. And we now have Kanta's protection, which helps out our colonies. And the other ugly thing that happens is the heat lamp is here now, the fusion lamp, which means, pirate stuff there, that forevermore, this place is going to have a deficit of volatiles. So if we ever need money, we can just go buy up all the little blue orbs from everywhere else, come back here and sell them for double the value, which is really handy. Again, if we need money. And now we never have to talk to Kanta again. Let's see if we have enough fuel to go to Favonius, or if we need to figure that out somehow. We need 251, we have 225 available. Okay. Well, there's a debris field right here. That'll get us just enough. So we will pop that away. I normally don't run low on fuel like this, but I've screwed it up. That's alright. So we'll pop into Favonius, buy fuel, and then that'll basically kind of conclude this episode. It's all gone very smoothly. Oh, I forgot to drop off these blueprints. Drat. It hasn't gone smoothly at all. I screwed it up. I was wrong. Okay. But yeah, we'll also take the black market fuel. And we're actually kind of supply heavy. So I think we're going to get rid of some of our ships. Just thin it down a bit. We already have one. Actually, we have the Hound, too. Unless we're really moving cargo, we don't need all of those freighters. Because really, our fighting ships are just this top row and the Wolf, kind of the Hound. The rest is support. We don't really have good money to buy anything with. So, yeah, that's, I think that's it for this episode. Kind of out of time. So, thank you all for watching, and for those who have supported me on Patreon or in other ways, thank you so much for your continued assistance, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Bye bye for now.